Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnana-timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Nena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Tadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalaam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinobandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisavanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glory to Srila Prabhupada, all glory to Srila Sundar Gopāl Prabhuji after his long and relentless journey, yatra in India and Reunion Island as well. I think quite a um, quite a space for I think for what Sundar Prabhu has been doing for the last 4 months. Um, despite all the ordeals and the challenges, he was steadfast and as I, it's a pure inspiration for every one of us. We are definitely, at least me, I'm totally in my comfort zone. Never ever try to step out of that and try to preach. So that next level altogether, not something that can be imitated, but definitely something could be imbibed and inspired over the time. So I offer my respectful obeisances millions of times onto his lotus feet um, for forging and pushing this as much as he can. And we have been bereft of his association since then. And there has been correspondences over chats and um, very minimal um, presence over phone. And we are very pleased to have him back, um, and got an opportunity to get back to this session, which was stopped for last 4 months. So I would like to give the mic back to His Grace Sundar Prabhuji to take the session forward, share some of his realizations and his experiences, so that we could know in a very succinct and a brief way, or if he may like to do so. Otherwise, the floor is apparently open for all of us. We are right now 14 of us, and I'll just chat in the channel for others to know that the session has begun, and so everyone can join in. So, His Grace Sundara Prabhuji, please take the step forward. Please grace your presence and enlighten us as you have been doing before. And the for last 4 months. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for coming online again. It's been a pleasure to be again with all of you. I guess we had a break for a few months, traveling, going to different countries and time zones. I was not able to continue this program, going to the preaching engagement in various parts of the mostly Indian continent and also the island of Reunion. So it was difficult to, plus hardly we had good internet connection, so I rather was unable to continue this program. But now that I'm back here, I guess we can again revive our, lost link. And if you have, questions that you like to share with everybody, and that'll be a good start again. So I'm opening to all of you devotees here who like to ask any questions or share some realization, whichever you feel comfortable. So anyone has got anything to say?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Prabhu, can I please ask, do the 8.4 million species, do they involve demigods as well?
What's that again? I didn't understand.
Like, do demigods fall under the 8.4 million species?
Yes, they all are part of the 8.4 million species in the whole universe, the whole division. They cannot be outside the 8.4 million.
Okay, Prabhu.
Hmm?
Oh, yes, Prabhu, I understand.
Hmm.
Prabhu, can you tell us your experience in Kumbh Mela? This is 144 years that this happens. Is there anything we may hear that will benefit us, Prabhu?
Well, I did not go there to take the bath actually. I went there to preach. So our preaching arrangement was a little bit disappointing because we could not do what we wanted to do. So I had to kind of discontinue the program and stop it and then head back. It was difficult because most of them were firstly Hindi speaking, and our staying facility and the preaching area was about 3 hours away, although it was a short distance, but because of a lot of roadblocks and everything, it took us 3 hours to go there and 3 hours to come back. So it was a very, we say, difficult logistic problem. So, of course, this is our first Kumbh Mela. We realize many things. Apart from just distributing books, there's nothing much we can do there.
I see.
That's what happened in the Kumbh Mela.
Thank you. Thank you,
Because
Prabhu.
someone wants to go there and take a bath, that's another thing. But it's a good experience. Prabhupada also never missed this Kumbh Mela. He goes for all the melas. 1977 was his last. Fortunately, on that year, I got initiated by him in that same place. So that's about Kumbh Mela.
Thank you for sharing the preaching experience over there, Prabhu. Everything that you're saying, it kind of, as you're saying, it brings more experience.
Why is Sakhya Bhava Bhakti considered the most important, supreme? I never read that. Sakhya Bhava is not considered the supreme. Actually, the conjugal rasa is considered the most supreme. So I don't know how you come to this conclusion. So I wanted to ask, Gopi Baba is different. Gopi Baba is not Sakhya Baba. Sakhya Baba is friendship Baba. Gopi Baba is, what is this conjugal love? What do you say in Sanskrit?
Madhurya.
Madhurya, yeah. So Madhurya Baba is the topmost. So I think first thing we have to learn how to do our sadhana first before we understand all these other things. Better to chant and hear and read the books before getting into all this Gopi Baba. When there are disturbance from others, devotees who are not following strictly and non-devotees, our environment, and when we have to work in karmic jobs, when there is disturbance from others. So what to do when there is some disturbance? What's the question? You want to rephrase your question?
I think she, the Ramya, she wants to know why Gopi Bhava is topmost, Prabhu.
Gopi power is the top because the love of the gopis cannot be excelled. They are topmost among all devotees. Krishna says you can read the nectar of instruction. Someone wants to read this? Anyone?
I can read, Prabhu. In the Sastra, it is said that all types of fruitive workers, he who is advanced in knowledge of higher values of life, is favored by the Supreme Lord Hari. Out of many much such people who are advanced in knowledge, Gyanis, one who is practically liberated by virtue of his knowledge may take to devotional service. He is superior to others. However, one who has actually attained prema, pure love of Krishna, is superior to him. The gopis are exalted above all the advanced devotees because they are always totally dependent upon Sri Krishna, the transcendental cowherd boy. Among the gopis, Srimati Radharani is the most dear to Krishna. Her Kunda lake is profoundly dear to Lord Krishna as this most beloved of the gopis, who then will reside at Radha Kunda and in a spiritual body surcharged with ecstatic devotional feelings, prakrita bhava, rendering loving service to the divine couple Sri Sri Radha Govinda, who perform their astika lila, their eternal eightfold daily pastimes. Indeed, those who execute devotional service on the banks of Radhakunda are the most fortunate people in the universe. If the many objects of favored delight and of all the lovable damsel of Rajabhumi, Srimati Radharani, is certainly the most treasured object of Krishna's love. And in every respect, her divine kunda is described by great sages as similarly dear to him. Undoubtedly, Radha Kunda is very rarely attained even by the great devotees. Therefore, it is even more difficult for ordinary devotees to attain. If one simply bathes once within those holy waters, one's pure love of Krishna is fully aroused.
So this is to show that how Madhurya Ras is the topmost. Huh? Yes? Alright, so how to remain patient in devotional service when you are, with so many disturbance around. So the best way to always chant Hare Krishna, and hear the holy name and try to, I guess, the chanting is very powerful. You just meditate and hear Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That will help, at least control your mind. May not control other people's mind, but at least your mind you can control. So the chanting is most powerful method of going through any disturbances, Strongly recommend that you hear the chanting. So the moment you put your mind onto Krishna, then all these other things will just disappear, Because the real problem is the mind actually, It's said by Prahlad Maharaj here. Someone help me to read this.
Hare Krishna.
Can I, Prabhu? Hare Krishna. Prahlad Maharaj continued, My dear father, please give up your demoniac mentality. Do not discriminate in your heart between enemies and friends. Make your mind equipoised toward everyone. Except for the uncontrolled and misguided mind, there is no enemy within this world. When one sees everyone on the platform of equality, one then comes to the position of worshipping the Lord perfectly.
So we just have to learn how to, focus our mind onto Krishna. And that will help rectify all these disturbances, Yes? Yes. Any other questions? Is there any relation between the three dosas and the three gunas? Yes, there are. The three dosas and the three gunas. The gunas, from the gunas, you also get all these three dosas. Everything originates from the three gunas in the material world, you know. Nothing is outside the modes of material nature. Yes?
Prabhu, I have one question. May I ask?
Yeah.
So, Prabhu, is it recommended to read the full Nectar of Devotion for non-initiated devotees, or only the first 18 or 19 chapters only?
We are told by Prabhupada to read the whole book.
Okay, so means non-initiated devotees can also read the full Nectar of Instruction.
Yes, everybody can read. This book is sold in
Okay.
public. What's the problem?
Hmm.
Hmm?
Okay, so someone in ISKCON had told me that you must not read full Nectar of Instruction before second initiation.
This is nonsense. I don't know why they say all these crazy things. Hello? Is it clear? I never heard anything like that. Yes, it is said that Vaishnava Aradhanam better than Vishnu Aradhanam as the topmost Vaishnava. Does it mean that Shiva Aradhanam is better than Vishnu Aradhanam? No. When we say worship of Vishnu is the topmost and worship of his devotees is higher, because this is when we have to learn how to do that by the help of the spiritual master. Otherwise, we will just speculate. Like, for example, you may think that Lord Shiva is the topmost Vaishnava, so I should worship him. So we will try to get into all kind of ideas. So therefore, we need the spiritual master to guide us. So when we say that we have to worship anything that is related to Vishnu, that means the spiritual master, because it's the topmost servant dear to the Lord, who is revealing the Lord to us. So like this we have to learn. We cannot just read anything out of context and try to follow that. It's not the way. The whole thing is Acharya Upasanam. We have to follow the direction given by the spiritual master. And because we sing also in the morning, Sakshat Daritvena Samasta Sastre Itaksatata Bhavayeta Sarvi Kintu Priya Eva Tasya Kintu Priya Eva. He is the very dearmost devotee of the Lord. So when we speak about worship, that means we should worship the spiritual master. That's the whole idea of this. Yes? Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you,
Not,
Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
not that we speculate, Lord Shiva. Like that, you can also say, my wife, she is a top devotee, I should worship her. Hello? Yes?
No, Prabhu.
Yeah? My wife is very dear to me, She is also a big devotee of Vishnu. Can I say like that? Huh?
No, Prabhu.
So why don't you think like that? It's all nonsense. Understand?
Yeah. I
Hmm?
got this question from someone else, Prabhu, so that I was asking, that's why.
So you explain to him like that? Hello?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
All this nonsense speculation. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hmm. Any other questions? So here also it says in that verse, when we speak about Tvadiya in that Aradhanam Sarvesham Vishnu Aradhanam Param Tasmat Parantaram Devi Tadiya, that is the word there, this word you see. So the Tadiya is qualified here as Tulasi, Vaishnava, Mathura, Bhagavata, you know. So this is the meaning. So Tadiya means the Tulasi leaf, the devotee of Krishna, the birthplace of Krishna, Mathura, in the Vedic literature, Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishna is very eager to see his devotees serve these four things, namely Tulasi, Vaishnava, Mathura, and the Bhagavatam. So this is how you understand this.
Okay, Prabhu. Prabhu, are gopis
Hmm.
considered as Vaishnavas, Prabhu?
Who?
Gopis.
They are considered the topmost Vaishnavas. They are
But
all
Shiva
devotees.
is also called as topmost Vaishnavas, right? Like,
Lord Shiva is also, yes. But you can't go to Lord Shiva directly. Hmm?
mm,
You understand? You must approach the current link.
yes, Prabhu.
Ah,
So both Shiva and gopis, both are topmost Vaishnavas.
yeah, of course. In fact, Lord Shiva wants to worship the gopis. That's why it's called Gopishwara. Hmm?
Yeah.
Yes.
Gopeshwar Mahadev. Yes,
Yes.
Prabhu.
So the gopis are the topmost. So everybody wants to be their servant. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
So were courses like Bhakti Sastri, ISKCON Disciple course were introduced at the time of Srila Prabhupada's physical presence. Yeah. When Prabhupada was there, he introduced this Bhakti Sastri and Bhakti, he had different grades. Study of this book, Bhakti Vaibhava, Bhakti Sastri, like that he had. Even while he was there, he wanted all of us to become knowledgeable in his books. He did not just write the books for selling, no? Hmm? Yes. Prabhu, devotees usually say, please pray for me for my advancement. So what type of mantra can you recite to pray for them? I guess the best mantra you can chant is Hare Krishna. I don't know any other mantra than that. Anyway, I don't think I can pray for them. Maybe you can. Maybe you are very advanced. You can pray for them. Huh? Hello?
No, Prabhu.
I need someone to pray for me rather than I'm praying for someone. That's how devotees should always see themselves as. Now they are so advanced that they're going to pray for someone. This is a Christian misconception. Hello?
Yes, Prabhu.
So we don't want to get contaminated in that way. With the self that we are not capable of praying for anybody, even for ourselves for the matter. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
So better not to get into this kind of a Christian concept.
Yes, Prabhu.
How should we preach to Christians and Muslims? Well, you have to follow the technique that Prabhupada has used. So you study, I think he has done it in the SSR book. How he deal with the Christians and how he deal with the Muslims, how he approach and how. So you learn from that how to do that, and you repeat what he says. That's the best.
Yes, Prabhu.
This is how you learn. Otherwise, you try your own thing, you may not work.
Yes, Prabhu.
Main thing in the Christians and Muslim is to explain that we are not this body, and we are spirit souls. Because the Christians, they don't believe that the animals got soul. Sometime back, they also believed the women have got no soul. So you see how they are very primitive. So you have to explain the basics. That's the best. If they are willing to. That's the main thing. So I guess if you study Prabhupada's classes, he preached differently when he was in the States and he preached differently when he was in India. So a different class of people.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
So when Prabhupada had spoken about farm community and World War III, how should a devotee approach this matter, Prabhu? So the best way to approach this is to chant.
Yes, Prabhu.
Because if you chant, then you can avoid this war, And
Yes, Prabhu.
if you chant, then Krishna will arrange everything for you.
Yes, Prabhu.
So, as he says, in Kali Yuga, there's an ocean of faults. There's one good thing only, Kala dosha nidhe rajan asti eko mahan guna kitaneva krishnasya mukta sangha param brajat. You want to read this?
Yes, Prabhu. My dear king, although Kali Yuga is an ocean of faults, there is still one good quality about this age. Simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, one can become free from material bondage and be promoted to the transcendental kingdom.
So whether there's a war, there's no war, whatever, this is all temporary thing in the material world. We are not this body.
Yes, Prabhu.
Chant, we are coming back to our original position. And for the soul, there's no death.
Yes, Prabhu.
So why worry about all that? Material things you cannot change it.
Understood, Prabhu.
Hmm. So better just concentrate on leaving the body and going back to the spiritual world.
Yes, Prabhu.
The main thing is spiritual, not this material. Material things are always, creating a disturbance. They're always disturbance.
Yes, Prabhu.
Your mind or other people's mind or by the demigods. There's no end to it.
Yes, Prabhu.
So you're not going to have a perfect situation. So Krishna also told Uddhava, get out of this place.
Yes, Prabhu.
Getting out means to become Krishna conscious. Otherwise, there's no possibility of leaving this place.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. So you chant, strictly you chant and you try to become a devotee. This
Yes,
is
Prabhu.
best recourse. There's no other way. In fact,
Yes, Prabhu.
there's no other way, there's no other way. It says only by chanting. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. So try.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandar Pranam. Jai Sri Ram.
When demigods are annihilated, Brahma's life, do they start as human in their or next life or journey? But what he says is that all demigods will go to Lord Brahma's place, and when Lord Brahma goes back, they also accompany him going back to the spiritual world. That's what I know. I never knew the top principal demigod, they come back again, unless they fall down, but generally they go back to the spiritual world. Yes?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Hmm.
But Prabhu, aren't they full of desires?
It may be, but definitely they are in a higher position than you and me.
Yes, yes.
Otherwise, how they become demigods? And they have a chance to see the Lord also.
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
I mean, it's not a cheap thing to see the Lord, right?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
So they are in the process. They are associating also.
Yes, yes.
On the four regulated principle, how should we interpret intoxication? Does it include intoxication of the eyes, ears also when we watch and political news reports and see nature? No, intoxication means that we take something that's like coffee, tea, Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola, things like that, it intoxicate the mind. That's, drugs, alcohol, these are all intoxicants.
Yes, Prabhu.
not watching, news and sports, even that's not intoxicant.
Yes, Prabhu. So it is mainly the tongue which is involved, right, Prabhu, here in this scenario.
That's the main thing, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Very hallucinatory, it gives you a lot of illusion, something that you cannot live without, you're always addicted to it,
Yes, Prabhu.
Whereas watching the news and sports and all, I don't think it's intoxicating unless you're completely addicted to it and you're forgetting Krishna. That's another thing.
Yes, Prabhu.
Whereas all these other things, they make you forget God,
Yes, Prabhu.
Is it possible that a human being in the Kali Yuga can be higher than demigod's platform? Well, the moment you become Krishna conscious, you are on the highest platform. That's the idea, transcendental plane. So, Krishna consciousness bring you to the topmost platform.
Yes, Prabhu.
Our idea is not to become higher or lower, Our idea is to become the seven of Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu.
It's not some kind of a corporate thing that we want to climb the corporate ladder and become higher and higher. That's not our whole idea.
Yes, Prabhu, understand.
Our idea is to become the seven of the seven of the seven of the seven. Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
I have a doubt praying as if you have power to pray for someone is a sort of false pride. But what about praying in the footsteps of Prabhupada? He advised that we pray for protection by Narsimha Dev. Yeah, whatever we have been ordered by our Guru, we do that. We don't try to think that now I am a very platform, I am already with God, I will pray for you. This kind of nonsense is not something that is being taught, no? Yes? Hello? You understand?
Yes, bro. Very clear.
Yeah, we follow what is given by our Guru and we do that. And
Yes.
try to become smart that now I am very pure. I will pray for you, Prabhu. This is nonsense.
Yes, bro.
Yes. In
Yes.
fact, the devotees are always humble. They say, you please pray for me. I am so fallen. That's the mood we take. I don't think Krishna will listen to my prayers, but if you put in a word, I am sure he will. So that devotee's humility, no? Yes?
Yes.
So this etiquette we should learn how to talk, how to think, Because some of you are coming from the Christian background and you've been taught to pray, this is their nonsense.
Yes.
Follow.
Yes, that's a fact.
So you should learn how to be a Vaishnav, Yes.
Yes.
So I have a doubt praying as if was this doubt praying. Oh. In Srimad Bhagavatam 5:21 to 23, it's mentioned that Shiva is the son of Brahma. As Brahma has limited lifetime, that his son Shiva also has limited lifetime, and will there be any rebirth for them? You have to understand the position of Lord Shiva. Although he appeared from the eyebrow of Lord Brahma, he is not a living entity like us. He is in the mode of expansion of the Lord, in the mode of ignorance, Lord Brahma is in the mode of passion, but Lord Brahma is a Jiva-atma, whereas Lord Shiva is not a Jiva-atma. Try to understand. Lord Shiva's position is not an ordinary living entity. You cannot become a Shiva, you can become a Brahma. Just like Varaha comes out of the nostril of Lord Brahma. So in some way you can say Varaha is the son of Brahma. Hello? Do you understand?
Yes, Prabhu.
Huh? So it doesn't mean that because he came out of the eyebrow of Lord Brahma, he is the son of Brahma. Yes, he accepts the position, but he is not on the level of Brahma, You follow?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm.
But there will be many Brahmas with different number of heads, right, Prabhu, in different lokas. So will there be so many Shivas also like that? Like from
Yes.
each Shiva will come?
Yeah, when the Lord called them to come, not only the Brahma came, all the Shivas also came.
Okay, Prabhu.
I think that verse is there in the Sri when he called them. Anyone knows the chapter? So many Brahmas appeared. The four-headed Brahma perceived the opulence of Dwaraka Dham where Krishna was staying, and although there were Brahmas present there, having 10 to 10 million heads, and although many Lord Shivas were also assembled, only the four-headed Brahma of this universe could see all of them. By the inconceivable potency of Krishna, the others could not see one another. Although all the Brahmas and Shivas were assembled together due to Krishna's energy, they could not meet or talk among themselves individually. You understand this?
Yes, Prabhu.
So all the Shivas also were there.
Yes, Prabhu. But he's eternal, right? Like Shiva, there is no birth or death. Birth is there, but
But Shiva goes back to his place, There is Devi Dham, there's Mahesh Dham, and then there's Hari Dham. In that verse of the Brahma Samhita, So Lord Shiva goes back to his abode of Mahesh Dham.
okay, Prabhu.
Do you know? Huh?
Yes,
Are you
Prabhu.
aware of that?
Yeah, Mahesh Dham, I know, Prabhu.
So there's Mahesh Dham.
The Goloka chart, it is there.
43.
Hmm?
543.
So here you can see in this verse, Golukanamini Jadami Cha Talecha Dasya. This is what Devi is the material world. Mahesh is the abode of Lord Shiva. And Hari is the Vaikuntha planet. And of course, the highest of all them is Goluka Dham. So this is how the whole breakdown is. Yes?
Yes. Yes, Prabhu.
So Lord Shiva goes back to his place, and when there's again manifestation, again he comes.
Okay, Prabhu. Understood, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hmm. How could you explain to know how Krishna incarnation began, especially those who are lazy to read books? What's that, bro? How you explain to new devotees how Krishna incarnation began, especially those who are lazy to read books? So you explain to them in an easy way that you have understood, as simple as possible. You
Yes,
make it easy for them. Yes.
yes, yes, Prabhu.
So whatever you learn, you explain. Yes.
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu, since I am a fool, please let me how to live. I am a bigger fool. Maybe you can tell me too. I don't know. Looks like I'm a bigger fool than you. You please tell me how to live. So I think that the best way we foolish people can make some sense is to chant Hare Krishna. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
You chant, and then you
Yes,
will
Prabhu.
learn how to get some knowledge from Krishna.
Yes,
Yes?
Prabhu.
So you try. Where you calling from?
I'm from Tripura, India.
Tripura, huh?
Yes.
Very far away, huh?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Very nice. So you try to follow the 4 principles and chant, and in this way,
Okay, Prabhu.
Krishna will give us intelligence, no? Krishna is sitting in the heart. He says, I give the intelligence in which you can come to me. So we chant and Krishna will direct us.
Okay, Prabhu.
You try, huh? Very nice. I don't know how many devotees are in your place, but you try to wake up in the morning and chant.
Okay, Prabhu.
Who is this? Pranjal. Prabhu, is Lord Mahavishnu same as Krishna, or you can kindly elaborate? So Lord Vishnu is an expansion of Krishna, just like you get one candle and from there you get many candles. So all the expansion of the Lord has got the same quality of the Lord, but Krishna has got 64 qualities. Narayana has got 60 qualities. And like that, the Vishnu has got, I think there's a breakdown, no? And Lord Shiva got 55 qualities and Lord Brahma got 50 qualities, something like that. Anyone knows the passage where all this breakdown?
1-3-28. 1-3-28.
1-3, Bhagavatam.
Yeah, bro. In the PowerPoint.
It's in the CC, 3
In
what?
the PowerPoint 1-3-28.
28.
The last paragraph in the PowerPoint.
So here in this verse it says here,
Yeah. Gone up. But Sri Krishna is the possessor of attributes of 100%.
so Krishna is the possessor. Someone want to read this?
Yeah, bro. But Krishna, Sri Krishna is the possessor of the attributes 10%, and his personal expansion such as Swayam Prakasha and Tadegatma up to the categories of the avatars who are Vishnu Tattva possess up to 93% of these transcendental attributes. Lord Shiva, who is neither avatar or nor Avesha, nor in between them, possesses almost 84% of the attributes. Scroll down, Prabhu. But the jivas, or the individual living beings in different statuses of life, possess up to the limit of 78% of the attributes. In the conditioned state of material existence, the living being possesses these attributes in very minute quantity, varying in terms of the pious life of the living beings. So the most perfect of the living beings is Brahma, the supreme administrator of one universe. He possesses 78% of the attributes in full. All other demigods have the same attributes in less quantity, whereas human beings possesses the attributes in very minute quantities. Just scroll down. Please.
So this is the breakdown. You can see Krishna is 100%. The others all have got different percentage. Yes.
Yep. You want me to continue, Prabhu?
Finish. You read already?
No, not the whole thing. Um, okay, a living. Okay. Very minute. The standard of perfection for a human being is to develop the attributes up to 78% in full. The living being can never possess attributes like Shiva, Vishnu, or Lord Krishna. A living being can become godly by developing the 78% transcendental attributes in fullness, but he can never become a god like Shiva, Vishnu, or Krishna. He can become a Brahma in due course. The godly living beings who are residents of the planets in the spiritual sky are eternal associates of God in different spiritual planets called Haridham and Maheshdham. The abode of Lord Krishna above all spiritual planets is called Krishna Loka or Golok Vrindavan. And the perfected living being, by developing 78% of the above attributes in fullness, can enter the planet of Krishna Loka after leaving the present material body. Yes, Prabhu, done.
So you can see all these qualities. So because Krishna has the topmost qualities, nobody have any more qualities than him, no? Yes. The four qualities that Krishna has that nobody has. Anyone knows?
Yes, is Leelas.
The
Yes.
Leelas. What else? Hmm?
I would have to say he's very beautiful, supremely beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
He is surrounded by loving devotees.
So he plays the flute, his beautiful childhood pastime. Is very beautiful. Surrounded by devotees, especially the gopis. So these are the four things that he only has and nobody has. Yes. So here it's also, there's another whole thing here. Someone want to read this? Anyone? Hello?
Yes, Prabhu.
Please.
The transcendental qualities of Lord Krishna are unlimited. Out of these, 64 are considered prominent. The ears of the devotees are satisfied simply by hearing all these qualities one after the other. Krishna, the supreme hero, has the most beautiful transcendental body. This body possesses all good features. It is radiant and very pleasing to the eyes. His body is powerful, strong, and youthful. Krishna is the linguist of all wonderful languages. He is a truthful and very pleasing speaker. He is expert in speaking and he is a very wise, learned scholar and a genius. Krishna is very expert in artistic enjoyment. He is highly cunning, expert, grateful, and firmly determined in his vows. He knows how to deal according to time, person, and country, and he sees through the scriptures and authoritative books. He is very clean and self-controlled. Lord Krishna is steady, his senses are controlled, and he is forgiving, grave, and calm. He is also equal to all. Moreover, he is magnanimous, religious, chivalrous, and kind. He is always respectful to respectable people. Krishna is very simple and liberal. He is humble and bashful, and he is the protector of the surrendered souls. He is very happy, and he is always the well-wisher of his devotees. He is all auspicious, and he is submissive to love. Krishna is very influential and famous, and he is the object of attachment for everyone. He is the shelter of the good and the virtuous. He is attractive to the minds of women, and he is worshipped by everyone. He is very, very rich. Krishna is the supreme, and he is always glorified as the supreme Lord and controller. Thus, all the previously mentioned transcendental qualities are in him. The 50 qualities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead mentioned above are as deep as an ocean. In other words, they are difficult to fully comprehend. These qualities are sometimes very minutely exhibited in living beings, but they are fully manifested in the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Apart from these 50 qualities, there are five other qualities found in the Supreme Personality of Godhead that are partially present in demigods like Shiva. These qualities are: the Lord is always situated in his original skin. He is omniscient. He is always fresh and youthful. He is a concentrated form of eternity, knowledge, and bliss. And he is the possessor of all mystic perfection. There are another five qualities which exist in the Vaikuntha planets in Narayana, the Lord of Lakshmi. These qualities are also present in Krishna, but they are not present in demigods like Lord Shiva or in other living entities. These are: the Lord possesses inconceivable supreme power. He generates innumerable universes from his body. He is the original source of all incarnations. He bestows salvation upon enemies he kills. And he has the ability to attract exalted persons who are satisfied in themselves. Although these qualities are present in Narayana, the dominating deity of the Vaikuntha planets, They are even more wonderfully present in Krishna. Apart from the 60 transcendental qualities, Krishna has an additional 4 transcendental qualities which are not manifested even in the personality of Narayana. These are Krishna is like an ocean filled with waves of pastimes that evoke wonder within everyone in the 3 worlds. In his activities of conjugal love, he is always surrounded by his dear devotees who possess unequaled love for him. He attracts the minds of all 3 worlds with the melodious vibration of his flute. His personal beauty and opulence are beyond compare. No one is equal to him, and no one is greater than him. Thus, the personality of Godhead astonishes all living entities, both moving and non-moving within the 3 worlds. He is so beautiful that he is called Krishna.
So is this clear? Huh? So is it clear about Krishna's position? Can we accept spiritual master on heart and follow his instruction? What will happen then? So first thing you have to accept, no? So once you accept in the heart, then there is commitment. That's where you have to surrender and take initiation. Yes? So if you accept his instruction and follow his instruction, then yes, what happen next? Then you have to take initiation. That's what will happen next. One of my friends believes he has committed so many sinful activities that he cannot be purified. So is it possible to commit so many sins that they block our spiritual life? You want to read this?
Yes, Hare Krishna. Simply by chanting one holy name of Hari, a sinful man can counteract the reaction to more sins than he is able to commit. If one chants the holy name of the Lord even in a helpless condition or without desiring to do so, all the reaction of his sinful life depart, just as when a lion roars, all the small animals flee in fear. By once chanting the holy name of the Lord, which consists of the 2 syllables, Hari, one guarantees his path to liberation.
So the chanting of Krishna is so powerful that it can wipe out so many more sins that you can even commit, You understand? So there's no such thing as so much sin that, it cannot be wiped out by Krishna. Yes?
Yes, thank you.
So the sins are all, as Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita also, Yeah, the word sarva papebhyo means all sinful activities, So by taking shelter of Krishna, then he can deliver you from all sinful reaction. See? So there is no sinful activities that the Lord cannot deliver. You understand? The Lord
Yes.
is more powerful than sins, you know. So if a person is thinking like that, then he should tell him, then there's no meaning to God. I might as well worship sinful activities. Yes, all
Yeah.
these sins are considered as darkness. When there's Krishna's sun, there's no question of darkness.
Yes.
So you advise him accordingly.
All right. I tried.
Please, cannot be purified. There's no such an event. All glories, Prabhupada. Prabhu, I'm a student living in a hostel. And Prabhu, I'm constantly living in the association of non-karmi, non-devotees, karmis. So Prabhu, what should I do so that the association doesn't affect, contaminate me? One devotee suggests me that by wearing tilak, I would be protected by everything inauspicious, but Prabhu, I am scared that people in my college will react negatively on seeing me wear tilak. So the best thing that I can advise you is to wake up in the morning and chant your rounds, and that is the best, and try to not eat contaminated food. If you can do this, then you should be protected. This is the cure. If you do not wake up and chant your rounds during the Brahma Muhurta time, and if you take contaminated food, then your mind will become contaminated. So in order to avoid this, you should try to, be careful. If you can practice this, then you should be no problem. Yes. When you hear dark well, does it refer to Brahma Randravat? When we hear dark well, does it refer to Brahma Randra tapas? No. When we say dark well, means we are referring to this material world. This material world is a place of, complete contamination. So, Brahma Randra is the top part of your head, no? Here. That's why how the yogis, they burst out of that and go back to the spiritual world. That's not the dark well, actually. The dark well is referring to this material world, You understand? It is explained here in the Bhagavatam by Prahlad Maharaj. Where he fall into this dark well. So this is Prahlad Maharaj telling his father, the only way to come out of this material world, this dark well, is to take shelter of Krishna, Varnam, go to the forest, no? 755.
756.
So here you can see those who have fallen into this dark well. This dark well is translated in Sanskrit as Andakupam. It is not Brahma Ramdrava, you know. So this Andakupam, it says here, blind well, you know. So it's two different things. You want to read this? Well, anyone want to read, please?
Yes, Prabhu. O best of the Asuras, king of the demons, as far as I have learned from a spiritual master, any person who has accepted a temporary body and temporary household life is certainly embarrassed by anxiety because of having fallen in a dark well where there is no water but only suffering. One should give up this position and go to the forest Vana. More clearly, one should go to Vrindavan, where only Krishna consciousness is prevalent, and should thus take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
So that is the dark well. But you know, the Brahma Ramdrava is here on the head here, you know. That is different thing altogether. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
That the yogis try to, you know, burst open their head and go there.
Yes, Prabhu.
Anyway, we chant Hare Krishna, you know, we don't have to worry about all these things. Yeah? Whether we burst the head or don't, we just chant, you know, and let Krishna take care of us. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
You understand?
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
All right, so the next question. Why Lord Krishna have bluish complexion? Does it also have any significance behind it? Well, that Krishna likes the color, what can we say? Krishna likes this, and there's nothing we can say when he likes to do that. Just have to accept the fact that he likes the color. I am leaving. All right. Okay. Any other questions? Anyone has anything else? Any other questions?
There is one more in the chat, Prabhu.
One more, huh? What mantra should we say when we bow down to Srila Prabhupada and Krishna? We should just chant the Guru Prana mantra. Namarom Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinaminen Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharinen Nirvishesha Sunyavari Paschate Desatarinen. These are the two mantras we have to chant.
Okay, Prabhu. And for Krishna, Prabhu,
Then,
when we bow down to Krishna, what mantra should we say?
same, these two mantras we chant. We chant the mantra to our Guru. We cannot go to Krishna directly except through our spiritual master. Yes?
Okay, Prabhu.
So that's what we have been taught by Prabhupada.
So for both Prabhupada and Krishna also same mantra we have to chant.
Yes. We chant Namarom Vishnu Padaya.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Is food offered by me to the Lord considered prasadam as I am not initiated? A devotee said it is not. Sorry for my lack of knowledge. No, if you offer with love, whether you are initiated or not initiated, you offer the food to Krishna, Krishna accepts. But then you should work your way to getting initiated, because that be the best. Because when we offer the food, it is not offered by you, but we offer it to our spiritual master, who will then offer to Krishna. You understand? Because Krishna sells himself to the devotees, no? So therefore we go through the devotees. You want to read this?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, yes. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is situated in everyone's heart as the Supersoul, sells himself to his devotees such as Narad Muni. In other words, the Lord gives pure love to such devotees and gives himself to those who love him purely. Great self-realized mystic yogis, such as the four Kumaras, also derive great transcendental bliss from realizing the Supersoul within themselves.
So this is the whole idea, he sells himself to his devotees such as Narada Muni. So our spiritual master definitely is a very dear personality to the Lord. So when we offer the food through our spiritual master, then Krishna will readily accept. So that's why you need to get connected to Srila Prabhupada. Of course, it is in the beginning stage, you have to, practice becoming qualified. So you should work your way to that, Well, because you're anyway offering through Prabhupada to Krishna, that's the main thing. Just can't offer the food directly to Krishna. Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
The mantras you chant is firstly the Prabhupada Prana mantra, is it not?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So you should carry on chanting and pray to Prabhupada, The test of the taking prasadam is that you should get strength. If you are getting strength to chant your rounds and follow the four principles, that means you are doing the right thing.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you.
But if you are doing something that you're not getting any strength and your mind is all disturbed, that means something is wrong. Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
That's how you test, no? So if you are doing okay, then that's good sign. Carry on.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
The food. And in this way, you try to get connected. That will be the best. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Any other questions? Any other questions? How do we become what is this? Should we not chant Hare Krishna, Karuna Sindhu and Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi mantras when you bow down to Radha and Krishna Prabhu? Well, if you want to chant, there's no harm. Nobody say you cannot chant. But the principal mantra that you should chant when you bow down is to offer prayers to the spiritual master. You understand? You
Yes,
can
Prabhu.
always chant any mantras you like, but the main mantra is to chant the prana mantra to the Guru first before you chant anything else.
Yes, Prabhu. Okay,
Hmm?
Prabhu.
Hmm. So you should always remember that, Because you got the time in the world to chant all the mantras, then no harm. You can always chant and bow down for 10 hours, no problem. Yes?
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Yes. How do we become bewildered and fall away from spiritual world? Well, when you don't associate with devotees and when you don't follow the program, then you will fall down. To fall down means you don't follow. You don't wake up in the morning, you don't chant your rounds, you don't take Krishna Prasadam, you don't do all these things, then you are inevitably preparing yourself for fall down. You want to read this?
I'm traveling, so
You cannot
will be
read. Huh?
disturbed.
Someone can help read this passage? Anyone?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I
Please,
can read Prabhu.
please read.
From this, we can understand how we have to be very cautious in executing our spiritual duties by observing the rules and regulations and regularly chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. If we neglect doing this, we will eventually fall down. We must rise early in the morning, bathe, attend Mangalarti, worship the deities, chant the Hare Krishna mantra, study the Vedic literatures, and follow all the rules prescribed by the acharyas and the spiritual master. If we deviate from this process, we may fall down, even though we may be very highly advanced, as stated in Bhagavad Gita 18.5.
So this is the main point.
Yes, bro.
So if you don't do this, then you're preparing for yourself to fall down. So why you should do that? Correct? Yes.
Bro.
So you should be cautious. And if you are not being able to chant your rounds, these are all symptoms that things are not going the right way. If you are not
Yes, bro.
getting to chant, or not getting to take prasadam, especially when you eat contaminated food, then the mind will become very difficult to handle. So fall down will become inevitable. So be cautious, be careful. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hmm. How could you please explain about initiation? Well, if you following the four principles and chanting 16 rounds and associating with devotees, if you stay in the temple, it's for 6 months. If you stay outside, I'm sure there's a longer grace period. And if you can get some recommendation from some spiritual authorities like a president or somebody in a very senior position, then yes, you can get initiated. These are prerequisites that Prabhupada have set the standard. Somebody has to witness your activities to be sure that you are actually practicing it. Then you'll be recommended by the authority, and that way you will get connected. And initiation is the beginning. Initiation is not the end. It is the beginning of spiritual life. When a person gets initiated, that means he's beginning his spiritual journey. So these are the standard procedures in our Prabhupada's system. Without initiation, it's difficult to make spiritual advancement, because without spiritual master, it's very difficult. Sometimes they say that, yes, I've accepted Prabhupada in my heart. Yeah, if you have accepted him in your heart, then you should be also willing to make the commitment. Yes. So you should try to get connected. If you're not staying in the temple, when you are outside, then yes, you can go on to at least sometime in your life you should at least go and stay with some devotees, and you get, physical training also is required, because not associating with devotees, then very difficult to kind of learn many things. In our experience, we find that many devotees who are staying far away and they are only online, that many things they are not familiar with, and they want to get initiated. But our recommendation is that you try to some or other make it to some temple nearby and stay at least, sometime, not 6 months, at least, a week or two or something. And that will also give you a lot of impetus. You make yourself visible. Otherwise, because online nobody can see you, nobody knows also. So, or you invite the devotees to come to your place, that's another solution. You can invite the devotees to come to your place, and then that's also possible. Devotees can stay with you and also train you up. That is another possibility. So please try some way to associate with devotees. If Krishna is pleased, I'm sure he will make the connection. Because in my case, I didn't have a temple, and of course, I was associating with devotees and doing all the programs. And yes, Prabhupada was kind to me. That was my spiritual journey. And I'm sure if you're sincere, some way Krishna will arrange. Yeah, you try to see if you can get a few weeks, If you can stay in a temple and just get with the devotees and you see the program and you go through the whole program, you learn all the prayers, you learn how they do in the morning and afternoon and evening and how they go out and preach and so many things to learn. No? And that will give you a lot of strength actually. So association is also very important. So you try. If you can, they'll be the best. Anyway, determination is the main thing. If you are determined, then everything can come. Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you.
So now you was asking about the breaking of the head on the hole, making a hole on top of the head. So this is the verse that says, someone want to read this?
Hare Krishna, yes, Prabhu.
Please read.
Those who follow the path of great saintly mystic yogis take to the yogic gymnastic process and begin worshipping from the abdomen, where it is said that Brahman is located. Such people are called Shar Sharkara Sharkaraksha. No, what is this? Sharkaraksha,
Sarkaraksha.
which means that they are situated in the gross bodily conception. There are also followers of the rishi known as Aruna. Following his path, they observe the activities of the arteries. Thus, they gradually rise to the heart, where Sabal Brahman Paramatma is situated. They then worship him, O unlimited Ananta. Better than these persons are the mystic yogis who worship you from the top of their heads. Beginning with the abdomen and proceeding through the heart, they reach the top of the head and pass through the Brahmarandra, the hole at the top of the skull. Thus, these yogis attain the perfectional platform and do not enter the cycle of birth and death again.
So this is the breaking of the head on breaking, your top of the head. So all these are very difficult to do, practically impossible in Kali Yuga. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very kind. He's given us a very simple program of chanting Hare Krishna. Yes. I would like to associate. Okay. May I know, do Bangalore ISKCON do initiation by giving chanting base to devotees? Because my friend was there for prayers. She mentioned she got initiated. May I know if this is also initiation? Initiation means that you sit on the fire and you get a new name and you make some vows in front of the fire and the representative of the spiritual master. That is initiation. Just to get some prayer bits is not initiation. Hello? I think you must have seen our process of initiation. There are many initiation videos that's on the website. You can go through and look at them and you see how it is conducted. And that's the program for initiation. That's how Prabhupada does initiation. Is it clear? Yeah. All right. So anything else? So, anyone else has got any last questions before we?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. How was the trip to Reunion Island?
Who's calling? Who's speaking here?
Sami from Finland.
Ah, Swami. Okay, it was very nice. It's a French island. Devotees are very new and they are, been chanting and following. Of course, they're not familiar with many things about how temple devotees live and how they preach and how they, make perform Sunday program and so many things. So they were exposed to all that. I think you must have seen all the videos, correct?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, I saw them.
We're trying to teach them the basics so that they can function, and carry on their programs. Of course, we don't have any senior devotees to go there, but nevertheless, whatever can be done, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
So that was the whole idea, to some or other enthuse them to proceed further, because a lot of people are there who could become devotees, potential devotees.
Yes, Prabhu.
So, I mean, of course, I was supposed to go there with Prahlad and
Yeah, I
Tattvaji.
heard what happened.
They had Indian passports, so they had other, formalities, and they were not aware of that. So, they were not allowed to travel. So, what to do?
Yes, Prabhu.
Us, where to go, where to go? No choice. I think the devotees were happy with the visit. I think so. Are they here? Any one of them? Anyone here from the Reunion Island?
Oh, not right now.
Nobody is there.
Yes, Prabhu. This was really inspiring to see your, because I heard that Prabhu was going to come and Prahlad Prabhu, and then suddenly you were going alone. So that was really inspiring.
Yeah,
You
this is the spiritual life, you have to do it, Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Fortunately, I know a little bit of everything, so somewhere or other, I managed to kind of help them in some small way.
Yes, Prabhu.
Inspire them. Similarly, you can invite the devotees to come to your place also.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, that's the plan.
And go to Finland, and they can go to all the European countries.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, we need to capture Europe also.
Yes, you can come to, I'm sure, London, Prabhupada's favorite place.
Yes, Prabhu.
I don't know who will invite us there.
We have some devotees there. I hope they do.
Yeah. Let's start the preaching, no?
Yes,
That's
Prabhu.
the main thing, actually, to preach Krishna consciousness, explain things as how Prabhupada wanted.
Yes, Prabhu.
That is our unique, what do you say, uniqueness of ISKM is that we present the scriptures as how Prabhupada wanted, no?
Yes, Prabhu. That's true.
I don't see anybody else do this, that kind of a format. So let us see if we can travel to your place and travel to other cities. That will be a big, I would say, progress for our ISKM,
Yes, Prabhu. I hope I will be that fortunate to host you here.
I hope I can be fortunate enough to come. That's the main thing.
Jai Shri Prabhupada.
So try, if you can arrange, it'll be very nice.
Yes, Prabhu.
So I guess I will stop here and wish everyone very great Hare Krishna. And I'm so happy that I came back to be of some small service to all of you.
Hare
Nice.
Krishna Prabhuji. Please
Yeah.
accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhuji is very nice. After long time hearing from you, feel really good.
I think it was nice the other way around to hear from all of you.
Yes, Prabhuji, how was your all the preaching in India and Kumbh and everywhere?
I think it's quite, I would say, very inspiring to me because I meet so many people and I have to preach to many people, you know. So
Mm.
you could see how many people are so ignorant about basic things, you know, and how preaching is so much important and there's unlimited scope for preaching, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I think 4 months in India is not enough though.
Mm-hmm.
So much of more to do. And in
Mm-hmm.
fact, if everyone can go and do some program, there'll be even more enlightening, you know. So we have a big challenge because if we can preach, then surely many people will come online, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go to India next time or go anywhere, just try to see if you can do some programs. That'll be very encouraging, you know. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhuji, yes. Yes.
So, okay, then thank you all so much for your valuable time with me. I'm sure, I hope I am a little bit useful to you. Thank you in any way. All right, then I'll see all of you again. Oh, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Prabhuji.
Prabhu.
Jai Shri
Thank you,
Prabhupada.
Prabhupada.